And now you're tuning in to the Women Unplugged podcast.
Hey, loves! It's your girl, Bougie Candy, giving you all the juice and all the tea.
And of course, it's your fly girl, EB, giving you a little bit of lifestyle and a lot of fashion.
And I'm IC1, here to open your mind and dive into your spiritual soul.
Yes. So how are you ladies doing?
I am so excited about this puppy I just got, honestly.
Oh, the little baby.
Yes. He's perfect.
Yes.
Work.
Girl, work. That's
work
always
on
the motto.
the floor.
Work.
Okay.
Okay, well, I want to know, are y'all ready for our next guest? Because I am very, very excited about this young lady. Okay. Let's get right into it. This young lady is so talented. She is an author. She is an artist. She is a model. She's an entrepreneur and motivational speaker, okay? Busy, hardworking young lady, right? So she recently just dropped her latest visual, which is called You Are the One, and her published journal, okay? This journal is called God Walks With Me. I love this title. Nice. And it is available EBook. It is available on all social and audio platforms and paperback. Yes. So let's not hesitate for another moment. Let's go ahead and bring this young lady in. Drum roll. Y'all, please help me welcome INAVEECOOP.
Hey,
welcome.
How are you?
How's it going?
Doing good. Today was kind of crazy though. I can't lie to you. The 9 to 5 is kicking in.
Girl, I just quit my job. So almost after 3 years of working consistent at Hartsfield Jackson, I have, I will. If anything, I will say that the main thing is to make sure that you are stable. You can't in this economy. You have to be really safer than you ever were before you make any type of abrupt moves. Like this is not the time to be trying to take any type of unnecessary risk. You know, so if I wouldn't have had a support or a stable situation, I wouldn't do it.
I definitely agree with that.
Yeah. So I have to ask you this. On the cover of your book, it says your name is Venetia Cooper, but everyone calls you INAVEECOOP. How did that come about?
Yeah.
Just me and my homegirl, we did a blog talk radio about 10 years ago, and I called her J-Ferg. That's based off her real name. And she was like, well, you're going to be V-Coop then. So I've been V-Coop ever since.
That's what's up.
That's very cute.
That's so awesome.
So I see your latest visual, You Are the One. Can you tell us a little bit about the visual and kind of like what inspired you to do it?
So You Are the One is basically, it's kind of coincided with the book almost because I put them both out at the same time. Okay. But pretty much I had a situation I was going through where I was coming into realization that I didn't know certain things. So I was asking, is it true? And in this sense, you are the one doesn't just mean I'm the one. It means you the one, you the one.
Yeah, we
almost like how Oprah gave out the cars, right? So
you are the one, okay?
Right.
Can I be the one?
Not the Oprah
So when I was doing... So when I was doing the visual, the first thing I thought about was was that I'm the 4th generation. So I'm blessed to be among my mother, my grandmother, and my great grandmother.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
Yeah, definitely. So I'm very honored for that. And I imagined us all sitting at the table. So that's something that I definitely had to put in the video. It was successful. And it made a lot of people happy.
That's what's up.
Nice.
I don't want to give all of the gems away, but can you just give us a snippet of, what your first book, God Walks With Me, is about? Congratulations to you about that as well.
Thank you. So it's about the many different walks that I took with people growing up and what they taught me about God. Okay. And as I got older, I found out who God was for myself.
Yes.
So it's... and then I feel like anybody can relate to it. I don't feel like it's a spiritual book. I don't feel like it's a super godly book type deal.
Yeah.
I just feel like whatever you went through and what your parents taught you or anybody taught you as a child, you will relive as an adult and you get to make those decisions for yourself.
I love it. So this is definitely not a religious text. This is 100% just you explaining your connection.
Yes. Me finding out more of who I am and how to put it into words.
Yes.
And hoping that at least one person could live from it or could learn from it in a sense.
Cool. Interesting. So it's kind of like a perspective piece.
Correct.
Awesome.
Everything is based on my perspective. I really can't wait to rewrite the book, to put out a new edit. Mm-hmm.
Oh, so to like get you some more experiences so that you can add to your perspective and kind of profound on it from the first time.
Yes, because in the book it's titles of people that taught me about God or that introduced me to God.
I love that.
Yeah.
So my family, my great grandmother, my cousin, and my cousin was one of the ones. Her name is Talencia. She has a title in the book, and she was like, "Oh, I didn't get put out of the church. I left the church."
I know that's
Come on.
So it's perspective. It's things I didn't know.
Yeah.
You know. So once they read the book, they could tell me more about their story.
Nice.
That's beautiful. I love that.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I see that you're an entrepreneur as well.
right.
What business ventures are you into?
I actually have a fitness wear line called After Keep Going.
I love it. When you said earlier that you feel like you have a certain physique, the first thing I thought was fitness. Like that's the first thing, that I associate your physique, your body type with, your look with, like that's something that you definitely should keep going with. So I'm happy you said that because that's something that you can really, I can see you definitely being successful in that venture for a fact.
So After Keep Going, it actually stands for All for Things Required. That's no E. Keep going. Whatever you're going through, no matter what the obstacle is, make sure that you keep going through it.
I love that.
And I feel like we all have been needing it since 2019 all the way up until now. The way that came about was actually when the last election was. We didn't want to choose Donald Trump and we didn't want to choose Hillary.
Right.
So nobody
Say
was voting. Diddy didn't do his vote or die campaign. So I just wanted to inspire people and encourage people to vote. Of course, I didn't have no political insight or anything at the time. So I just kind of focused on building the brand. And so it turned out to be really great. I'm still working on it and still understanding the finances, the product side of things, everything. It's crazy because I never thought I would do fitness.
It's a lot.
That's awesome.
Thank you.
So it just looks to me like you're a young lady that has your hands into a lot of different things, right? And you're trying to make sure that you're impacting as many people as possible, especially with the book. Just trying to have people, a lot of times where we're living in a world where we may not necessarily be religious or want to say that we are spiritual or be or spirituality per se, but God is in everything. You know what I'm saying? Yes. And it could be in the most little moments or experiences. And I feel like that's what you're talking about. Having people wake up and realize like, oh wow, like God was probably walking or talking through me through this moment and I wasn't realizing it, or God was trying to send me a sign through somebody or through what I went through at this time and I wasn't, receptive to it. So stuff like this can really open up people's perception and perspective as well.
Right.
So it looks to me, like I said, you can do it all. So tell the people out there where they can find you if they want to get in contact with you.
Okay. I'm on all platforms, social media, music platforms at INAVEECOOP. That's INAVEECOOP because I'm dying piece in the VEVO to be exact.
I know that's
I
right.
love
That's
it.
taking the car the whole time. You know what I'm saying? Okay.
I love that.
That's what's up.
Okay. Well, we're definitely excited that you're going to be sticking with us for today's show.
Let's do it.
I'm so excited.
Now, loves, look what I got to deal with today. Okay, I not only have one model, not two models. I have three models here, and we're going to be talking about quarantine 15.
Okay.
God help me, okay? Well, it doesn't seem like you guys gained that quarantine 15, but I'm going to ask, has anyone gained that quarantine 15?
Actually, for the first time in my life, I weighed 145 pounds, y'all. That is a lot for me, okay? And it wasn't muscle, okay? I weighed more in muscle before, but this is the first time in my life that I've weighed 145 pounds. It's natural, and it's just like, it's who I am at this point, you know what I'm saying? Got a little booty on me, you know what I'm saying?
I could say the same. Like, I worked through the whole quarantine, so I really wasn't quarantining.
Right.
Unfortunately, like everybody else was. It seemed like, but me. But anyway. But yeah, I'm like you, Isimon, where I have a very fast metabolism. It's always been kind of hard for me to keep on weight if I'm not working out and building muscle. But yeah, I picked up a few pounds, and probably the heaviest I've been since I've been working out.
Right?
So yeah, I picked up something, just not 15. I ain't gonna lie, I say 15.
I gained a lot in the beginning, but after that, woo,
Went right back.
lost all of it.
Yeah. Okay.
That athletic stuff right there. I'm sure
Right.
if I was running every day, I'd be like,
Yep.
Well, for those of you that do not know what the Quarantine 15 is, due to the sheltering at home, restrictions, and the self-isolation due to COVID-19, we have had to stay at home, which means that we are eating more and we're not exercising as much.
Way less active than we would be.
that Cheesecake
So-
Factory delivery girl.
For all my big girls, my skinny girls, my thick girls, my slim thick girls, I got you today, okay? So according to WebMD, there are 8 ways to lose that Quarantine 15 weight, okay? Are you ready, girls?
Let's hear them.
Number 1, this one right here, I think people just don't get, they step over this. It's take baby steps.
For sure.
Definitely.
That's
Take
the biggest
baby
one. That's why it's
steps.
number 1. It's the easiest one, but it's the one that people overlook because it's so easy. It's the easiest one.
Easiest.
Like, what's a baby step when we talk about eating, though? Like, honestly.
So whatever lifestyle changes you're going to do, you're going to make, be patient with yourself.
Okay, that makes
You know, this is not going to be an overnight process. Trying to pick one thing, whether that is dieting or even just, you know, putting a workout in your day, you know, pick one thing and stick to that routine and just remember.
That makes sense.
Baby steps.
That makes a lot of sense.
Baby steps. Number 2.
Number 2.
Embrace semi-homemade. I know you were talking about cooking the other day. So get into the habit of cooking at home, fresh ingredients, your own food, you know, get into that habit, you know?
That's hard.
And
I
read
agree.
the labels. Read the labels of what you buy. Non-GMO.
Non-GMO.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Whatever it is that they're putting in your food.
As a woman that has been working full time for many, many years, I it's hard. We all know how hard it is. Like I've just recently started cooking because my man's in town. Let's be quite frank. Like when I'm by myself,
Be real candy.
and all my friends and my mama know it. I eat out. I buy out. I eat out on a budget, so I'm not, you know, splurging. But I am spending a lot of money on food that is not as healthy that it would be if I was to eat at home.
Yeah.
But for the typical person who's gained the Quarantine 15, to me that means that you are not still full-time working, most of us. So if you do have a little bit more leisure or a little bit of the time to do so, why not do so? One tip that I will say though is freeze your food. Like I know for me, I don't like leftovers like that. So I may eat it again, but most of the time, if I'm putting something in the fridge, I'm not going to really have a taste for it until a few days later. So you may waste that food. So it's best to freeze it like how you would do like warm up a frozen meal, but you prepared it, right?
Yeah.
So it's way fresher. It doesn't have preservatives, and it's way healthier. And you're not wasting money, and you're not having to prep or cook a whole meal again. So freezing food or just packaging and get the freezer bags is worth it, and you can warm it back up again, and it's not as much time or labor, because I know that's me. I hate to cook and clean. So just if you know you like me, and I'm being, you know how real I am. I'm being so real right now.
Real right now.
Okay,
She don't
if
do
you
it.
know you bougie like me, you don't want to eat the same thing the next day.
I'm not cooking.
And you also probably a little lazy, ain't finna go in there and warm it up either. Throw it in the freezer before you go. After you make the plate, throw the rest in the freezer.
And that's different. That's different
You
for
see
me,
what I'm
Candy,
saying?
because I ain't gonna lie. I really don't like stuff that's thrown back in a refrigerator and then heated back up. That's just me, because I like fresh stuff. Like,
but I'm telling you, the
time.
difference between the refrigerator and it's just like frozen vegetables. Think about your frozen veggies. You can still be fresh if you aren't cooking it soggy.
But I'm saying, like, once you cook it, and then
I
you
feel
put it back in even putting it in a refrigerator for a couple days and then you heat it up again. I don't like that.
But that's because you gotta heat stuff up not in the microwave too. That's another
True,
thing. You gotta put it on the stove, put it in the oven.
True.
What I do is because I like to cook, but I want to cook big amounts because I want to eat like 3-4 servings. Sometimes I only want one. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It depends on my mood. Sometimes I'm gonna eat some more, and I'm gonna eat some more. Sometimes I'm like, I just need a little bit right now. I'm good. So I'll make like a big pot of chili, a big thing of pasta, a bunch of chicken, and then you just mix and match and make different meals. You know what I'm saying? So you're not eating the same thing, even though it's all old food. Right.
So number 3, eat on a schedule.
So
plan the time for your meals and your snacks. Don't make your kitchen accessible 24/7, bro. This is a really good one for people that work from home, like myself. I work from home in the morning. And
you end up snacking all day.
I don't snack all day because you have to, like, working from home, you have to put yourself on a routine. You have to, or you're not going to get work done. Let's be 100. You're not going to get work done.
I'll be one of them.
So for me, like, I always try to make a breakfast. If I worked out, I do a smoothie. You just have to put yourself on a routine, or you going to be in there chilling. Okay, you gonna be chilling.
Wake about 2:00.
I was chilling before work at home.
Girl, I can't work I ain't disciplined enough for working at home.
Listen,
as an entrepreneur, it's still different than working from home too, though.
True.
It's a little bit different, girl.
My personal experience as an entrepreneur, at least, is that like it's 24/7 work. Like there is no scheduling. You know what I'm saying? I can't control somebody calls me at 2:00 in the morning and they need me for a shoot at 3. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, I'm coming.
Yeah,
I'll be there.
And I guess it depends on what type of work you do, because I'm an entrepreneur as well, and I do multiple things, but I do make sure I have a schedule because it is important, and people have to respect my time.
Yes.
And talking about that, let's go to number 4. Let's consider intermittent fasting. Yeah. Now, a lot of people do that. Like, a lot of people do that. It doesn't work for everyone, though.
Hell no.
Yeah, I'm doing a social media fast.
I ain't mean to say it like that.
Okay.
I didn't mean to say it like that because the thing with the intermittent fasting is usually people are fasting specific things, but you're consuming more of the things that you are not fasting. It doesn't work. So I just and one of the things I was going to say with number 1 is I just tell people when it comes to those baby steps, do substitutions. Don't try to cut something completely out of your diet.
Don't ever try to cut something completely out of your diet.
Do a healthier sub until you're able to get or do healthier subs until you see which healthier sub you like. You know what I'm saying?
You can actually.
That's more realistic than you trying to cut something completely out, which is usually you cutting out a certain carb or calorie intake, and you're still going to be hungry, and you're going to end up picking up something else that you feel me? So trick yourself, but be realistic. Do substitutions more so than trying to completely fast or completely take something out your diet. It's easy. It's harder to break something than it is to break a habit. I mean,
and this one, y'all, because I think this is just like very popular right now. Yeah. So number 5 is going vegan. Girl. And the crazy thing is, it could be super extreme, really right?
Really popular.
Like, girl, it is popular. You know,
it is culture.
All the shorties are vegans now.
Everybody is vegan.
I'm vegan now.
Everybody thinks I'm a vegan because I'm spiritual. Like, no, I like meat. I want the veal. I want the lamb. I'm a cook it.
Some lamb, and I need to stop eating the little baby lamb chop.
I want the real lamb chop.
I love those boys though.
Them things is busting.
Don't make no sense.
You know what's so crazy? Because I feel like it's more restaurants now that create vegan food. You know, it's
people being more health conscious.
Yeah, true.
Americans, we naturally consume with a westernized diet a lot of meat and starch. But let's just be real. Like, more people are being more mindful about what we're consuming. Yeah, and that's why it's more popular, because a lot of people, we getting sicker at younger ages. We are. And the numbers and the statistics are speaking to it. And with America, it's chronic, meaning that is self-inflicted. Okay, it's what we're eating, it's what we're consuming, it's what we're doing to our bodies over our lifespan that are creating these illnesses and these ailments that we have. So we have to be mindful, and like Sam said earlier, we got to check these labels, because I could be eating vegan all day and it's GMO'd up.
Right.
And it may not give you the same type of health issues, but it's gonna still give you health issues long term from eating a lot of genetically modified food.
And like,
that's true.
When you were talking about earlier about fasting, I'm a cleanser over fasting type of person.
Okay.
So I'll say if you really want to get rid of something in your body, like, you're better to clean the toxins out and then try it again.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? If sugar's been bothering you, you're breaking out because you're eating too much sugar, eating too much fat, like, cleanse your body of
You're
sugar.
so right about that.
And then go back and try natural sugars and
You're
see
so
how
right about that.
You know what I'm
Hello,
saying?
I like that.
Yeah,
Versus-
this week I'm trying to only consume water right now.
difficult,
yeah.
but it's better for you. I
What's
think,
even
ultimately.
crazier is seeing how much water you're really, like, the amount you're really
supposed to
supposed to
drink?
drink
Girl, what? You
Yeah,
looking at
day.
it like,
a day.
that's
Right.
me.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
Well, I don't even want to go to number 6 because I think we all might have. I don't know about you, Inaveek, but we might all have a problem with this one, child. Oh, I know I did. Okay. Locking the liquor cabinet. Okay.
I'm not on that. I'm not really a drinker. I'm not
want us
really a
to throw it
drinker.
out.
I drink tequila, which is
really?
supposed to slim you anyway.
I'm not. I'm gonna be honest. I'm more of a smoker than a drinker.
Okay.
So,
I can't even get with
but smoking, I feel like it kind of speeds up. It's double because it'll speed up your metabolism, but it'll also make
Give
you
you the
want to eat
munchies?
more. Yeah. But with me, it's like I don't know. It's like I still only eat a certain. I don't really eat more from smoking. At first I kind of did, but it's like I'm still kind of averaging my 2.5 meals a day, whether I smoke or not. So, but yeah, I can see because alcohol has a lot of yeast in it. So I can see exactly how you will gain it has a lot of yeast and a lot of sugar. So you will gain a lot of weight if you consume it. Now, for me, I consume from being in quarantine more so, or being in a house more so from quarantine. I like wine, but wine is not high on. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So once again, maybe you want to sub out. I say to lock the liquor cabinet in these times. That's gonna be hard. Maybe once again you want to sub it out and to try some wine or try something that's not as
And
as
really,
bad
what
as
I
your
was
liquor.
doing with liquor is like just eliminating like juices, anything, the mixers, and doing it straight, which is it's less fattening,
Right.
And
I know some people get messed up a little quick, and
that's fine.
I know that this is not like what you're supposed to tell people, but like, okay, my go-to mix,
What is it?
red wine until I feel a little bit of buzz, and then tequila shots. Boom.
boom.
Red wine, and then tequila
that's
shots.
so different.
Every time you in there. Every time you in there. All I need is like 1-2 glasses of wine, 1-2 tequila shots. I'd be like this all night long. Okay?
I did the Crown Apple shakes is what I did from the beginning.
I like Crown Apple.
Look, we're talking
I
about
like
lock up the
Crown
liquor
Apple.
cabinet. We're talking about what's my favorite drink.
Like frozen drinks
got me
too.
started.
Frozen drinks are like the margaritas or daiquiris. I really do like those. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
El Bandito, shout out to y'all, Little Five, because on Tuesdays y'all got the strongest house margaritas. El Banditos,
El Bandito.
Little Five.
Big bags.
Shout out to y'all for sure.
I had to slide.
We could go on Tuesday, girl. I like tacos.
Girl, they so strong,
Bring
but
me
they're
out.
so good.
All right, so ladies, number 7. Start the
7.
day ready to play. And what that means is set your day up for success. Don't be in your pajamas.
That's me.
Don't be in your
day,
pajamas.
all day.
Get dressed to either go to the grocery store. Get
All
dressed.
day.
Maybe you got a meeting. It might be in your chair, but I mean, put on a blouse and have on your pajamas at the bottom. I don't know.
I feel so
I
attacked.
have a lot of robes too, girl.
All day.
I feel so
I
attacked.
have a lot of robes.
She said it kind of aggressive too.
Okay.
Start your day ready to play. You know what I'm saying?
But that is real. Have you ever felt like, okay, dang, I ain't doing nothing today, but when you got up and you didn't put on some clothes, you didn't did your hair, you ain't got nothing to do though. You ain't got nothing to do.
I hate that.
Fine.
I'd be so mad.
Being dressed at home, my hair is makeup done.
You
It ain't got
find
nothing
something
to
to do. You feel good. You ready
Ain't
to
gonna lie,
get the day.
I usually
No, what I will say along those lines, I recently invested in a little $3 planner from Target. So
Nice.
getting up in the morning, looking at my planner, that is starting the day ready to play. That has definitely changed my game.
Yes.
Period.
I like
But
that.
I don't know about the putting my pajamas.
Yeah, the robe is on all day. Me perfectly, I walk around in my natural state majority of the day.
What? So that's a non-thing.
I don't know about that.
I'm getting dressed.
The only time I'm putting on clothes is I'm about to go in the kitchen and I don't want to be burned or something. So okay, I have to put some clothes on.
Pants. What?
But that's it.
Well, finally, number 8. Use your commute for exercise.
That's a negative in Georgia for me.
You know, if you're going to the grocery store, park in the back so you can get a good
park in the back.
You can get a good
girl. You know
my mama.
You know how hard it is to
get your steps in.
Are you talking about people be driving the parking lot?
How bad I am. I will circle, and I am a young, able, willing.
You gonna circle?
I'm circling for a park.
I ain't got time to get parking in the back.
Right next to the handicap.
I'm not going in the back.
30 minutes. Like, can we go in the store? She like, I gotta find a spot.
I am circling the line. My mama is almost 60. She's like, why you gotta park so far? You don't want to walk? No, absolutely not. Walking in these parking lots, Georgia guy is too many.
See, I told y'all these are the models now. We talking to the models.
Listen, and I'm gonna tell you straight up, after all 8 of them things, don't look at me as a role model for your body type. Don't do it. That is an unrealistic goal you setting for yourself. Cause I don't be working out. I don't track calories. Some people just naturally have a faster metabolism, and when we are setting these goals and setting these steps and expectations for your body, make sure that you're being realistic.
Yep, about your lifestyle.
With your body type and your lifestyle and your weight and your goals. That's all I'm saying. Don't look at me. And y'all need to stop looking at females, period, because I don't lie, but a lot of females will lie and be like, oh yeah, girl, I work out. Oh yeah, it ain't lying to you. Got you thinking that you can look like them and you can't.
And the thing is, everybody has a different body type anyway.
That's what I'm saying. Like literally a different
it's not
body
be the
type.
Same for everyone, you know?
Yes.
It's just not going to be the same at all.
It's not.
So that's
we're
great.
literally looking at 4 different body types
right now.
Literally,
like, you feel me?
Literally.
And people will look at the 3 of us and probably categorize us as the same, right? But we're not.
They're all tall, skinny girls. You'll be okay.
No. Absolutely not. Just be realistic with some of these goals,
I'm skinny too, though.
These legs is a size 9 boots.
I'm skinny. I'm whatever I say I am. Okay. I don't even want to be skinny though. I like to be a little thick. You know, my boo like it. Anywho, well, loves, it's been a rough 2020 for all of us. Okay, but we got to start somewhere, you know, and we got to get through this. You can use the WebMD suggestions as it applies to your lifestyle. We're not experts here, okay?
Not at all.
We just know what works for our lifestyles. But you can DM us on Instagram at womenunplugged_ if you have any more tips or if you would like to just share your story about Quarantine 15, because we know you got one.
Yeah, I would love to hear that. Yeah.
You know? Check us.